Well, what's going on, everybody? It's time for the Toypixx Thursday night live stream. And real quick, before we get started, just because I see Star's name in the chat and everybody else that's into Jada, we have an announcement from Jada Toys regarding a Comic-Con panel. They'll be having a Comic-Con panel on Thursday, July 24th from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific time. So there you go. That's it. If you want to find it, just look up Jaded Toys on Instagram. I figure that's a pretty big deal. We might get announcements dealing with things like, I don't know, cyberpunk edge runners and possibly the rumored Invincible type stuff. So that was all I wanted to talk real quick just at the beginning there. I had just come across it, which is why I thought I better bring this up now or I'm going to forget to. Now, tonight's topic, we're going to be talking about what actually constitutes an action figure photographer, an action figure photo, I guess more so. I know there's a lot of people that do the ACBA thing, and that's going to be something I'm going to need your guys' help with. I don't necessarily know all the ACBA rules. I know that way back when I was doing a lot, when I kind of started out with Toypixx for I think a couple of years there, I was hashtagging ACBA, articulated comic book art and everything, and never really understood that their rules didn't really jive with what I was doing because, as you all know, and as everybody in the chat gets to be as well, you get to be this way. You get to be like this. There are no rules. Rules are for the other people. They're only guidelines. So tell me a little bit about what ACBA needs. We'll see. We'll go kind of from what I would assume is more of a purist take on the ACBA side. And then we'll see how far we go before everybody starts to say, no, that doesn't really constitute action figure photography so much. Now, you know me. I'm good with anything, basically, as long as you can see that it was a figure photo that came out of the camera. So, yeah, guidelines, not rules. That's more how I roll. Now, with all that out there, anybody in the chat, anybody catching this on the replay, let us know what it is that it signals to you that you've gone, maybe a figure photographer has gone too far in their figure photo where you're not so sure it really constitutes being thought of as a figure photo at all. Now, let's jump in. There's a whole lot of chatting going on. Thanks for stopping in, everybody. Tommy Tyner, what's up, man? Good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Mucho appreciated. Spaded one. The Red Sonja movie trailer came out earlier today. My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined. Oh dear. I didn't even know they were making a movie. I'll have to look that up. Yeah, I hate when that happens. Greetings and toytations, everyone. Sci-fi greetings and toytations to you too, sir. Well, it looks like the Joe HasLab is a massive fail. It's been just over a week, and the base to fund of only $8K has yet to be met. That is the scuttlebutt. I think we all know that's going to happen. That'll fund going around, although it is also admitted that the Snowcat will most likely fund. It's the delay of how long it's taken to find and unlock any tiers in comparison to the previous HasLab projects. And that's fair, but that's what happens. There's so much good stuff coming out. People don't know exactly where they're going to spend their money. And maybe some people chose a certain Mezco vehicle that was up for pre-order earlier this week. To add insult to injury, the Mezco Rumbler, speaking of, the Mezco Rumbler has a very funny commercial on YouTube and their site. It's the premium version of the Valaverse Vanguard with light hood that opens, battery-powered winch, or battery-powered wench. Maybe not. Maybe that's a bad call. Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I saw the Rumbler and I saw D Amazing's review for it. And I looked at it, and I know this is just me. If anybody digs the Rumbler and gets it, it's going to look great for figure photos, and I can't wait to see them, and I genuinely mean that. But for me, it looks like just another military vehicle in a sea of military vehicles. So that's when I saw it. I thought, it looks cool, but where's the big differentiator? You know, that's where I was with the Rumbler. But I do need to see that commercial, obviously. Anton, what's up, sir? The last of the Time Lords is indeed here. Good to see you, man. Going to see Superman tomorrow. Nice. Looks like I'm going Sunday. I can't wait. What's up, Star? What's up, sir? Whoo. All right. Geez. Everybody's keeping it going, keeping the people involved. I likes it. Armor attachments like the Hull kit for the Vanguard and even comes with its own driver. Death Adder, a humanoid cyborg snake, all for $325, same as the Snowcat. Shots fired and ready to reload. Does anybody know if they're going to offer any free comics at the movie theater, or do you have to buy them? I do not know, Anton. Oh, Skew, good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping in this fine evening. A lot of sales on McFarlane and Joe figures on Amazon during their Prime Day sales, including DVD complete sets of Superman animated series, Batman animated series, and the real Ghostbusters. I might need to pick up that Batman one. I did not know that was happening. Woo-hoo! I'm changing my name to Jellyfish. I'm a child with no spine, rethinking the nostalgia from the late 70s about Star Wars and missing my SHF Star Wars figs. Found him again, ordered him again. It's over. We all have those moments. One of the places that I help work at, I'm walking by and I'm in a lab and I see on the, speaking of being a child again here, Star, just being a child in general, I'm reasonably confident there are moments where I'm 5 again. I'm walking by, there's a calculator sitting on one of the tables in the lab, and it's got numbers on it. So somebody absolutely, obviously, did an equation, hit enter, there you go. All I wanted to do as I walked by that calculator was push C. I just wanted to clear it out. I didn't, but truly, that's the thing that popped into my head. It's a sick thing. However, that does not affect the finances quite like picking up a whole lot of SHF Star Wars figures. Star, here's what I suggest. I know you loves your SHF, but here's something because I know how your mind works, because I think your mind is similar to mine. It seemed that way anyway, going through a lot of the chats that we've had so far. Start with, go back and just get the Mafex original trilogy Star Wars characters. Just go back and do that. And here's why. Because there's a couple Boba Fett's, there's a Stormtrooper, it might still be on pre-order. There's a Luke and, let's see, a Han and Stormtrooper disguise. It's not, what I'm saying is there aren't a lot of them. And it'll be pretty easy to get your collection started and all that stuff. That's kind of what I'm thinking of. It might be easier than the SHF because I know the way your brain will work. You're going to go back and try and get all the previous ones. And if you just stick to what Mafex is putting out, there aren't a ton of previous ones. And the previous ones are like from a time when Mafex was making crap stuff. So just get your Boba Fett's, add in Bosk whenever he's released, get yourself that, which was the droid that was just released? The one with the 3PO body. Oh my God, guys. Was it Forlom? Is that who it was? Anyway, yeah, that's the suggestion, Star. Go away from SHF, only because there's so many, and I know that you'll want to get them all. Sci-Fi, now back to you, Dave, and the Guardians of the Galaxy, the esteemed chat. You guys are indeed Guardians of the Galaxy. I likes it. Whoo-hoo! What is up, Paul? Good to see you, man. Always a pleasure. I got my Savage Crucible Lemurians today, and y'all really got to check these things out. Incredible value. Mr. Manson had told me way back, and I think he talked to a lot of us when we did that live stream where he was just like, dudes, these things are incredible. So yeah, I got to jump on one at some point. Anton, I just heard a crazy story about a local computer shop in South Carolina on this thief. Let's see, a thief tried to steal a whole bunch of comics by sticking them in his pants. The owner went and put up a sign saying, oh dear, please do not do that. You know what? When somebody puts comics down their pants, do you just let them go? Because the resale on those can't be good. I'm curious at this point. What did the guy have to do about that? Thank you, Paul. Keeping the people involved. I likes it. though I am focusing on only the original trilogy figs this time. Good man, Star, good man. Like, that's going to help her last longer than time it takes to type this. I get it. I think I'm with you, Star. I think I know how you think, because I think that same way, truly. I will do this and watch Jeopardy, so I'll let you know if there's any pop culture questions. Anton, I loves it, man. Thank you. That'll be a blast. If they come up and the question is, who is Batman? I think we'll all be stoked. Star, I'm getting ready to storm down here, fitting given my financial situation with these accursed SHF Star Wars figs that never seem to die. Not only that, but I had pre-ordered that Yoda that they were re-releasing. It was supposed to come out this past January. It actually got delayed to like next January on Amazon Japan. What's up, Ghost Dev? Thank you for stopping in, sir. Always good to see the people. Uh-oh. Oh, dear. Gasp. There you go, Star. This must be when I topped it, when I told the people about the Jada. What's up, Tragic? Good to see you, sir. Awesome sauce. Mr. Matt said my last few Savage Crucible Wave 2 figures came in today. Okay, so what do we got besides Lemurians? Like, are they awesome? Let me know. I want to know things. What's the stuff going on at San Diego next week? I don't know much so far. I just told you what I know, which was just that Jada thing came across my feed. Oops, skipping around. Oh, boy. Yep. Congrats, sir. That's going to be a blast. ACBA is an exclusive group, and their premier members break their rules all the time. But if anyone else does, they get kicked. They aren't friendly, open, or helpful from my experience. Okay. Well, that's no fun. Clank, what's up, man? Hello, all. The only thing a toy photo needs is a toy at the focus. All right. I like to hear that. Let's see what else we've got. Anton, well, that's going to be a very short subject. If it's you, you're the best for action figure. Well, no. There's a lot of people out there that are crushing it in the game. Like, I mean, I like to help people. Maybe that's more my differentiator is the tutorials and things like that. But I think Sir Dork does a lot of that. D Amazing has been diving into doing some of that too. So I don't know. I just want to know where you guys are at with what constitutes a figure photo. Like the last couple that I've done, the Wolverine on his motorcycle and yeah, the Duke that posted tonight. Because here's the thing, guys. I might not like the character, but that's a heck of a figure that they put out. But those two pictures, all I really did was mess in Lightroom a little bit and add the logo. There wasn't a lot of photoshopping on either one. So, like, does that constitute it? Or is that going too far? I don't know. I want to know. I want to hear, do we have the people in here that are saying, oh, no, this is where it stops. This is where it starts, all that. I know because I went to art school and I did the theater thing. I've been around a lot of artists and everything. And the one thing that I notice when it comes to artists is they always want to be very purist. Like, I'm trying to think of how to exactly, like, I don't want to be too insulting. I know there's artists out there, a lot of them, but I get the feeling sometimes with artists when there's like a jump, like in digital cameras, in Photoshop, now with AI and all that stuff. I get the feeling that artists, if they had their way, we'd still be doing cave paintings because they hate it whenever there's a technological jump. So that's where I'm at, is at what point is everybody, I would like to think like I'm good with all of it. I'll create an effect with AI and throw it on a photo there on a figure photo and be good to go. I'm happy to do that. But I'm just curious. Help me out. All right, what have we? Woo-hoo. I love it, guys. Thank you. Tragic. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. We has a super chat. I guess I have to read it now. Not like I don't read all of yours. Thank you, Tragic. I appreciate it, man. It feels good to say that I passed hard on the new HasLab and scooped up the Mezco Rumbler. I know that I'm going to customize it. Now, see, Tragic, for you, I can see grabbing that, and I'm totally good. Again, I'm good with anybody grabbing that thing. I can't wait to see what you do to it, because I was looking at it, and the reason I thought it just looked like another military vehicle, like it had some cool features and lights and all that, but it was so gray. I was just like, let's see. But then when you said, I know I'm going to customize it, I'm like, okay, now I want to see what Tragic does with this bad boy. Thanks again, sir. I appreciate it. Star Sci-Fi really does do a great job with the sci-fi news breaks. Well done, George. He does. He does. He always keeps us in the loop, and it's fantastic. I'm seeing Superman on Sunday. I don't have high hopes. See, I'm gonna be okay with it. I think I do. I think I'm gonna be good. I just want it to be. I want it to be good enough where you can say, that was a sweet movie, and I'm dialed in for the next one. I'm ready to see what else is going on. So I want it to be super. And don't think that tomorrow's prompt pick won't be a Superman pick. But yeah, I hope it's really good. I've been trying to avoid spoilers of any kind and all that stuff. I've seen spoiler-free reviews. So there have been, well, I'm sorry, I saw one of them. And we'll just see. We'll see how it goes. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Heavy shield vehicle vibes from the Rumbler for me. Oh, you know what? I saw somebody say they were going to totally throw in a bunch of shield agents. That makes sense. Spaded, dude. Mezco put out a van with lights, working suspension, swappable parts, and an exclusive figure. Free shipping, and it costs less than a NECA party wagon, man. NECA really sucks. I mean, yeah, I hope NECA starts doing something, man. You know, when they did those Archie turtles, like the wrestling turtles, I thought they were really cool. I just don't collect the Archie stuff. So I was at Target the other day. They've got 5 of them. I thought they maybe had 3. They've got 5 of those sets. It used to be you could not keep turtles on the shelves. So hopefully NECA's all right. I keep wondering if they're going to be the next Super 7, just because they're kind of not pushing the envelope. And like I said, Hasbro and Mattel, they got plenty of things. They don't necessarily need to push the envelope, but companies like Super 7 and NECA, they need to try and be the best out there. And I don't see either one really pushing to do that. So I'm concerned about NECA, because I like NECA's stuff a lot. But yeah, they're just not pushing. Sweet features on a long-term pickup list. Nice, nice. Works for me, Star. Forlom. Yes, Star. Yes. I believe it was Forlom. Good Lord. Premium Bandai decided to hit me when I'm down and put for pre-order the Kamen Rider Taiku pre-ordered. Kamen Rider Taiku? I don't know that one. I swear I have to look into Kamen Rider more. It has been a long time since I've seen an FML. I'm sorry, Ghost Dab. I'm sorry. But I'm not sorry, because you get a sweet Kamen Rider figure. You're going to be good to go. Skew, did they do an IG-88, or was that Bandai model kit? IG-88, I don't, Mafex hasn't done him yet. I don't know if it was a Bandai model kit. They did IG-11, so they did the one that was in Mando. But I have to think an IG-88's coming soon. See, Figure Fight Club, what's going on, man? Thank you for stopping in. We're going to have some fun this fine evening. Skew, a dude in Cali did the same thing. They caught him in the shops in the area when he tried to sell on eBay. Comics down the pants. I can't imagine that's good for anybody. Phantalorians, what's going on, Harem? Having fun yet or what? Hello there, Brother Dave. Hello there, Brother Aram. It's good to see you. Whoo, everybody's having fun tonight. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Everybody's Wang Chunging tonight? I don't know. I'm trying to think back to all the pop culture. I'm pretty much tapped now. That's all the pop culture I know. It's not, but it's most of it. Star, 2 credit card bills arrived today. I haven't opened them yet. The fear. Maybe if I ignore them, they'll go away, right? Right? Yes, yes. Never listen to me. Mandalorian Skew Raider, there you go. See, people talking to the people. I digs it. Whee! All right, Clank. So are any of you guys into Lego? The new Lego Soundwave was revealed and he looks nice. Comes with Laserbeak and Ravage and they're all transformable. I saw them. I don't get into Lego when it comes to that kind of thing. Though I might start doing a little bit of Lego at some point. Stay tuned. We shall see. There's a lot of triaging on the money. I have to figure out where things get allocated. But yeah, I did see that Soundwave and I saw all that. I thought it looked really cool. Just not something I usually get into. Are you getting it, Clank? Whoo! Oh, good Lord, man. Awesome. Figure Fight Club. We got you now. All right, all right. Okay, Dave, I'll give you a choice. You can either be Norm Macdonald or the Norm from Cheers. Your pick. I feel like for a long time I may as well have been Norm from Cheers, but I prefer to be Norm Macdonald. All right, wave one was Lemurians, wave two are Barbarians. That's right, because the wave three, that's the one Mom ordered, was a Piranoid. With Elric and Death Dealer in between, I got everything from wave two. I got a lot of wave one. I'll be getting most of wave three. Man, I can't, triage. I gotta get some Savage Crucible. They all do look good. I need another Krieger and Jaeger from wave two for customs. Well, go get them real quick. I mean, come on. Get on that Savage Crucible site. I don't know if they've got them there. I know we looked a while back. There are many types of action figure photography, review, collection, pose, and dio. Toy photography. Harry, what is up, man? Thank you very much. Where do you think it is that we've gone too far? Or can we keep going further? Got it. Artists are headstrong donkeys. It's not exactly, and it sounded like I was painting with an awfully broad brush, but I was painting with an awfully broad brush. There were very few artists that I knew that were okay with like things coming down the pike and being able to try and jump on. So many of them are pretty, I don't know if it's that they're risk averse when it comes to that stuff, or if they really are very purist, because I'm more like, whoa, AI's coming. I better learn how to use this thing in case I ever need a job. And a lot of artists are on there like, no, AI is bad. Don't anybody do AI. And then I think my favorite phrase that I've seen recently for the past several months, people like to say AI slop without realizing that they're all regurgitating the same AI slop phrase. But yeah, like people didn't like computers, people didn't like digital cameras, people didn't like Photoshop. And right away, as soon as I could, I was jumping on all of them to learn what I could. And I don't think at least most of the artists I knew were not doing that. Whew. Did I miss something? Let's see, my slates came with extra feet, but none of them have toe hinges at all. Did they remove the toes entirely? Oh, I don't know about that. I need black and white photos stained and burned to reflect the tragic financial end of that idiot figure collector star. Before his breakdown, it went full dollar stupid. Bandai has my photo on their wall. And once in a while, they just send you a little teaser. You get like something in the mail saying, hey, Star, check this out. Look, you're going to get a first look, just a first image. You're going to get the first silhouette of this new figure. And you're going to be like, oh, Bandai, you got me. That's how they work, man. See, are they based in the States? Who's that? Are you talking Savage? Are you talking Harbinger SKU? The people that make Savage Crucible? SKU, yeah, the basic Shadows slate. Oh, okay. The slates. Man, maybe I didn't read well. All reviews and pics on the store show toe hinges, so I'm a bit confused. Oh. Let's see. Other than that question, they're absolutely amazing, and y'all should get them. Spaded, the later figures didn't have the toe hinge, but I think they still included the new feet just in case. Okay. So were they having trouble with the toe hinge when it came to the balancing? Is that what the deal was? Mr. Madsen, God, it could have really gone for those toe hinges if they're going to include extra feet anyways. I thought NECA was the next McFarlane. That's some serious competition. This is why I just click. I just click. I'm just going to click. Como and Nin are the best in the, let's see, range, in my opinion, but a lot of people like the black slates and the conclusives. I did like the one that had it had kind of the Battle Cat color scheme. I think that thing looks sweet. Should probably update their store photos. Ugh. Toe hinges work pretty well. Oh dear. I'm planning to get at least one of all of them in the accessory pack so I can strip them of armor and have head options. Tons of funds in these lizards, man. Spaded, good luck. I saw a store in another state that still had a few Lemurian savages. Those sold out fast. Sorry, like the goblins that are hiding bills. Always come, bills never go away. I know. Bills are the devil. I don't know what started that Star Wars drive again, just thinking about the late 70s and how great those years were when Star Wars came out. I was 7. It was a glorious time. Star Wars was everywhere. Man, I was around for Star Wars, but I was far too young to know what was going on or anything. I wish I'd gotten to experience what was happening at that time. Yeah, I'm going to get what I can online while it's available, and hopefully they're at SDCC. Thinking about going this year. Nice, Spaded one. Good choice. Note to self, be the funny guy from SNL and do weekend update. I would love to. That would be so much fun. Keep going with animated pictures made from AI. Looks promising. The animated pictures, I'm curious about those. Like, I wonder at that point, and this is just me wondering where everybody else is on this. So once they start moving, would you think of them as photos anymore, or do they become videos at that point? Like, I'm cool. Like, I think a lot of them look really cool. So my question isn't, oh, this is no longer art versus this is still art or anything. My question is, at what point are we no longer looking at a photo? Because in my head, a photo is a still image, but I don't know what everybody else is thinking. So I'd be curious to hear what that is. Personally, I have more respect for people who take the time to adapt, learn new tools, and use them in creative ways. Awesome, Nova, awesome. And I hope everybody here gets to do that and just mess with stuff. I asked a question on Twitter, X, whatever, about what programs everybody uses to edit. And I got a lot of responses that were saying things like Lightroom, Snapseed, PixArt, and I played with Lightroom quite a bit, but I tried messing with PixArt once, and I don't know that I've ever messed with Snapseed, and I've got them both on my phone, so I need to start playing. Those are new things I need to figure out. But yeah, the adaptation thing, I hope everybody gets to do it. I hope everybody gets to play with all these new tools and just really use what you've got to come up with the best possible picture you can come up with. That's kind of where I stand with all of it. Clank, AI is fine as long as you use it to enhance rather than create. I've used AI to animate some of my photos to varying success. And that's what I'm saying. What do you think, Clank? Like, when you do that, would you still consider it a photo? Like, I guess I could look up the definition of a photograph and see if it says anything about a still image. Like, because at that point, I mean, I would love to mess with some of that stuff. I just haven't yet. At that point, what are we looking at now? That's where I'm curious. Tragic. I'm loving my ball and chain warrior. Nice. I enjoyed him so much that I picked up Nashorn and the expansion pack. I think I mentioned I have pre-ordered Death Dealer by Savage. Best figures so far. You know what? I don't even do Conan type stuff, and I'm looking at Death Dealer. I think that thing looks pretty amazing, and everybody's talking about that ball and chain warrior. Clank, sometimes I even throw ideas into ChatGPT to get ideas flowing. Yep, I've done the same. I actually am sitting here using ChatGPT most recently to try and come up with marketing plans for Toypixx. It's hard when you're one person trying to do all this stuff. I need a team, or I need some AI to do some stuff for me. Star, I saw something where Savage Crucible said that future figs will not have toe hinge. Okay, it had to have been a balance problem then, or it was too loose or something. I don't know. Remember, McFarlane is bad, but Beast Kingdom reigning supreme and being horrible at their job. Man, this is what I hear, and I'm really curious about their most recent Dark Side they have up for pre-order. Spaded One, hate to say it, but I can't appreciate AI animated stuff any more than I can by just reading the prompt on screen. Once it clicks that no real work went into it, my brain just moves on to the next thing. I wonder though, AI animated stuff, I think that, I mean, some work went into creating the image, but then at that point, is it just a prompt? So you take the photo. So I took the picture of Wolverine sliding on his motorcycle. So now I'm wondering, I take the photo and then how exactly do I prompt in there, hey, make this look like this motorcycle is really sliding around or something. Like I wonder about that because you still have to have some eye, some skill to take the picture to have AI do something with the picture. I just need to play and figure out what that is. Ghost Tab, original movies were rolling photos, so anything that portrays movements would be a movie, right? In my opinion. That's what I think, but I don't know. I want to look. This is just, there's a lot of curiosity here now. Harry, AI is just the evolution of the art form, just like using AI to generate backgrounds. Yep. And that's what that's how you guys have been getting backgrounds from me and effects and all kinds of other stuff for the freebies is I get into Midjourney and I'm like, let's come up with this kind of thing. And they're all pretty simple prompts. So anybody, if you guys want to make your own backgrounds, I have my Midjourney subscription is just $10 a month. And you guys have seen, if you followed along on the Patreon at all, how many things I make every month for freebies. So I'm doing that for $10 a month, coming up with, I guess, probably on average 22 to 23 freebies a month. And yeah, it's pretty easy to do. So if you guys ever, you can look at the backgrounds I've created, the effects I've created, all that. Remember, they're all free on the Patreon. But you can also, if you want to try a $10 subscription, get on there and try it yourself and see what happens. Because you might be thinking of something very specific that I haven't thought of. Clank, the animated photos are videos at that point, but they're created from toy photos. I use King AI to animate my stuff for general editing. I use Snapseed and Touch Retouch mostly. Kling AI. Maybe I'll have to check that out. I'm curious about it. Star, I'd have thought that toy photography is just that, photos of toys in interesting ways. If it's not tangible and can't be physically held in your hand, then it's not toy photography anymore. That seems like a pretty fair definition, Star. If you can't, like, if it's not a toy, then it can't be that. I think there's something to that. I think that actually I really like that definition. Like writing a book without the letter E is impressive. Having AI write a book without the letter E is pointless. That's fair. That's fair, Spaded One. I wonder how interesting that book would be. Wow. That loose collector death dealer is looking crazy nice too. Has the horse, runs 320-ish. Yeah, that's the part that hurts. The AI photos are half and half. You need an image to begin with, but you also need to work the prompt right to get good results. And that's what I found with Midjourney as well. Thanks for the high praises, fellas. Dude, of course, sci-fi. You're always crushing it out here for us. Spaded One, I can appreciate the basic image infinitely more than the same image animated with AI because I know stop motion is a thing and CGI is a thing. There are options that include artistic interpretation. So I'm wondering if when you post, and I'm wondering if a lot of people do this or not, when you post, say, an AI image, like a moving image, should you also with it, like we all know with something like Instagram or X and all that stuff, you can post more than one image. So should you post the original image outside of it and then the animated image next to it or whatever? Like, so you're posting both so people can see that, hey, a lot of work did go into the photo, but then we did this extra little thing to see what we could do to bring the photo to make it just move a little. I'm wondering if that's kind of the solve. But perhaps not. I don't know. For that, though, find you, let's see. For that, though, find you a horse like the ones Brick something went over on news. I need to go catch up on some of Brick's stuff. See, yep, facts. Star, I have one bought best. Let's see, I have one bought Beast Kingdom Batman on sale at half price and still felt I paid too much. Oh no. Sci-fi, your news feeds are becoming staple. Great job. Facts. I rely on sci-fi when I get on here because I sometimes I'll know most of what he's put up, but most of the time I don't. Just haven't had time. So it's really awesome of you, sir. Tragic Dave, I pre-ordered Kraken Studio 112th Crime Buster action figure, the Punisher. This version was the one where he has the helmet and sword. Nice. He's gonna look awesome in the Rumbler. Oh, I can't wait, Tragic. I cannot wait to see this. Ghost Dab, ouch. Well, so much for those purchases. Thank you, brother. Poor Beast Kingdom. They do not enjoy these streams at all. The Savage Crucible Death Dealer will articulate better and cost less than the Frazetta Girls one. Ah, well, I mean, they do articulate better from what I've seen for sure. It seems the Savage Crucible stuff just does better in that department than the Frazetta Girls. Hopefully the Frazetta Girls end up stepping that aspect up because I like the look of a lot of their stuff. Sci-fi photos are still frames, the exception being lenticular. If it consistently moves, it's a video. Simple as that. AI is a tool to get used. I couldn't believe people called the CGI Lion King live action. That's fair. That's fair. And I do agree with that as well. I do think that photos are probably stills. So if you're going to do the AI movement, which I'm not against at all, the animation, then I would suggest putting the still in there as well, just so people see the skill that went into creating the image itself in the first place. Clank, of course, things like stop motion is infinitely better. I've even tried stop motion myself a bit, but the AI is just another tool to enhance photos, not replace animation. Yep, and I like that thought. I wish other people had those thoughts. Not like us as individuals, but a lot of the companies, a lot of people are getting replaced right now because of that. I mean, you can see why. It's going to save them a lot of money, but us, we're just having fun with our figures. Like, you're a photographer. Would you ever just press auto on a pic and post it as your work or even post it on social media? I do wonder about that. I was trying to think today, could anybody, because a lot of AI is coming right now, right? And so I was trying to think if I'm out there saying, hey guys, come on in, I'll take your pictures for you for a fee. Like what I used to do, I think you guys know, but I used to do a lot of photos for an auto parts manufacturer, like a aftermarket. And so it was gaskets, it was bearings, it was all this stuff. So at a certain point, when is that no longer viable? And now AI is doing all that. And right now it feels like that one's a little further out, but I wouldn't put it past anybody to make it happen. So yeah, as a photographer, I would not push auto, but that's because half of my fun probably is the setup and looking through the frames. I'm setting up the shot and all that. I wonder though, what people would do when it comes to landscape, what people would do for parts photography and all that. Would they just straight up do auto once an AI was able to pull it off? That's interesting to consider. Huh. Yeah, fact. Sweet Horses third party around to pick up too. Keeps costs down. Nice, nice. The art is in the details, the expression. I likes it, Spaded One. That seems to work out too. Let's see, Clank, the thing with AI is that you need to use it responsibly. It's supposed to help you make things, not make it for you. That's true. So if you post the image next to the animated image or the animated video or whatever, I think people would appreciate it more, maybe. I don't know. At least as far as people that are more into just the photo aspect, you know? Spaded One, not trying to yuck anyone's yum, but I think pro AI needs to understand a significant portion of people are just going to see right past / through whatever they post. It is what it is. And that's fine too. Like I've thought about when it comes to the contest that I run. And by the way, Patreon did not have a July contest. There's going to be a sweet one in August. So my apologies, but I ran the June contest. Nobody entered. So I realized I'm going to have to step up the prices. But the reason I thought of that is somebody had taken a picture and used AI to enhance theirs quite a bit. And people were in there saying, oh, we don't want AI and all this stuff. I have nothing against it. You could still tell it was a toy photo and all that stuff. But yeah, I do think something else that's going to happen is, at least at this stage, you can see through AI pretty well. And there's going to be the people that really hate AI that just won't vote for that picture at all. But then there's going to be the people that really love what it's doing and will vote. So it's kind of a wash when it comes to that sort of deal. So I wonder about making AI, talking about that a little bit in the rules a little more, but I don't think I will. I think you've got your people that are really against it, the people that are really for it, and I think it's going to cancel out the votes. Yes, poor Beast Kingdom. That company that sold me a Batman with no connecting body parts, can't catch a break. No connecting body parts? Like, he came as a model kit that couldn't be put together? Is that kind of what you're saying, Ghost Nav? That's horrible. Skew, they stepped up Conan, knees especially. The Frazetta girls still have to catch up with Savage Crucible's other articulation. Grr. Hopefully, I think their Vampirella looks really cool. But then you start going, I wonder what Savage Crucible would do with Vampirella. Sean, what's going on, man? Thank you for stopping by. I like to use AI to help conceptualize a scene I'm wanting to create with figures. Kind of like a thumbnail you would create before a drawing or painting. Nice. So almost like a storyboard aspect. Like exactly like a thumbnail, like what you're talking about. That's a great idea. I don't think I've ever used Midjourney for that. Like show me an example of a figure standing in the sun here, like a person standing in the sun with this happening and with that, like just so you could try and recreate that exact image. That's kind of a cool idea. I had not thought to use it like that. Thank you, and thanks for stopping in. Skew, Dave, they're trying to get better. Savage Crucible and Brutal Realm will keep pressure on Frazetta girls. That's awesome. That's awesome. I love that all these companies are crushing it right now, because everybody's going to have to be awesome or companies are going to die. And I know this is me being an evil capitalist. That's how it's supposed to be. All right, Sci-Fi Articulated Ninja has done a great job of using AI in his current intros and outros. I have not seen an Articulated Ninja video in forever. I might have to go see what he's got going on. All this talk about stop motion figs, Star Wars. I want figs of those stop motion creatures from Star Wars when Chewie was playing that chess game against R2. Always loved those little critters. That would be a blast. Yeah, that would be really cool. Apologies for yawning, guys. I was up at 5:30 this morning, and I'm going to try 5 tomorrow. Fortunately, I don't have a live stream tomorrow night. But yeah, those would be sweet. And now that you say that, I'm wondering about other things. Like the AT-AT was kind of stop motion, but can you imagine a 1/12 scale AT-AT? Yes, I would want it. Yes, just in case anybody at the Star Wars Ads Lab team is listening. Yes. But before that, I want a Millennium Falcon. Both totally impossible. You won't ever do either one, but it is what I want. Those are those dream projects. But yeah, the AT-AT had stop motion. I believe the Rancor had stop motion. The Tauntaun had stop motion. What else? There were tons that had stop motion that would be just a blast that somebody could put together. Let's see. Articulated Ninja does really sweet reviews. Very thorough. They are. Like I saw quite a bit way back when. I just haven't been watching lately. But yeah, he does great work. Jarek for the win. That's it. Thanks, you. Yeah, I couldn't remember the name of the game either. What have we? The torso couldn't connect with the legs because there was fabric in between proper QC. Oh my goodness, you're kidding me. Oh, Ghost Tab, that is terrible. Like I saw Anthony's Customs review one of them, and he just roasted it to the point that I didn't want to mess with him. But I hate hearing that happened to everybody. Spaded, Sean, that sounds like the best possible use for this kind of this stuff. An easy way to storyboard or try out layout / poses before putting it to plastic. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. I can't believe I hadn't thought of it for all, like, and only because, not that I'm brilliant, I've told you guys many times, I have nothing as far as imagination. But just because I've been doing this for so long, I can't believe I didn't think to use AI for storyboarding. That is brilliant. Art is the act of taking your ideas and sharing them with others. Doesn't matter how it's done. Harry, I like the way you think, man. I've never been a fan of the purist mentality. Spaded, I'm excited to hear Articulated Ninja look at that new Mythic Legions orc with all the articulation he complained wasn't in Legions. Oh, you know what? He's right, though. I did see that. Like, the reason I finally picked up some Legions is because I saw the articulation was improving. But he is 1,000% right that the articulation needs to continue to improve in that line. That line's beautiful, and I love what they do, but everybody's got to step up their game if they want to survive. Ghost Tab, speaking of companies that won't die, check the Superman 2025 promo pics that came up this week. It actually looks more like Lex Luthor than Clark/Soups. Oh, oh dear. I might need to see those now. Spaded one. One of the coolest parts of modern toy collecting is the stop motion commercials from NECA and Mezco. What is that guy's DG? What is it? Oh man, I can't remember. It's some kind of studio. The guy just kills it. It's one dude, from what I understand, that just annihilates with stop motion. And I agree. I absolutely love his work. If somebody remembers the name of that, let us know. Anton, that's all thanks to Ray Harryhausen. As George Lucas once said, without him, there would be no Star Wars. Yep, Harryhausen, yeah, he knew what was up with a whole lot of that. Like did he actually help on Star Wars? For some reason, I was thinking it was more they were inspired by him, but I can't remember. I don't think he helped out, but I'm drawing a blank. So what else? What else we got, folks? What else do you have as far as opinions with the photos? I'm thinking most of you are kind of on board with me, where it's, hey, anything to enhance the photo, as long as it's a toy, you're good to go. And that's kind of what I like to hear. Of course, to me, the most important thing about toy photography, besides, not being a purist about it, is that you have fun doing it. And I am dead serious. I don't think people believe me sometimes when I say it. If you have fun taking the picture, I genuinely think it was a good picture. And if you keep going and keep working at it and keep wanting to get better, you're a photographer, man. Keep going. It's going to be like, it has been so much fun for me to play with this stuff and really figure it out. Just have fun with it. And you're in. You're the man. You're the woman. You got this. DM Galloway. There we go, Spaded One. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Wasn't it Phil Tippett that did the stop motion work for Star Wars, a Harryhausen student? That's what I was thinking. I was thinking it was Tippett that did that. But Harryhausen, obviously, I didn't know that he was a student of Harryhausen, but I figured that they were inspired by what Harryhausen was doing. Phil Tippett. Yep. That's what I thought. I couldn't remember Phil Tippett's name, but I was thinking, I don't think Harryhausen did anything with that. But yeah, okay, so everybody's pretty much where I'm at. That's good to know. I'm going to go to X right now because I saw something on Toy Bro that got me stoked. Hang on, I've got to log in and do all those things, but I got super excited about it. So maybe you guys will as well. Of course, this is my own sickness. You might look at it and say, oh, of course he was stoked about that. I saw it and wanted to share it right away and just didn't do it because I wasn't sure how that would affect the stream. So let us go find. Give me a sec. I know that I'm not on you guys yet. There's the picture. There it is. This is the good stuff, ladies and gents. All right, here we go. We're going to jump in. Wait till you see what we've got here. This is the SDCC exclusive from Big Bad Workshop this year. Good Lord, man. the early bird convention pre-order. Now, I'm wondering, hang on, you know what? I didn't see those words. This is that surfing tick. And now I have to go to, dang it, I have to go to Big Bad Toy Store to see if it's available. Because if that early bird pre-order is there and I can order that Spoon Man, I am in. Oh, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. No. This makes me sad, but that's all right. I'm sure he'll be up at some point. But yes, we have the tick, the vacation tick for 45 bucks. You know I'm going to pick this up because it is in fact necessary. And look at all that. Look at the extra hands. Look at the beach ball. Look at the face. When I saw this face on the right, the first thing I thought was Keen. But yeah, need these. And the surfboard and the beach towel. Come on. How can you go wrong with this? This, ladies and gentlemen, is an exclusive design for a nerd like me. Who else is looking at this thinking, yes, I need? Because I'm looking at it thinking that exact thing. All right, let's keep going here. What do we got, Anton? No, Ray Harryhausen did not help out on Star Wars, but all the special effects people would watch the 7 Voyage of Sinbad over and over again just to know how that Cyclops and Dragon worked. Okay. That's where we were lost. Thank you, Anton. I appreciate it. You going to take that Galactus with you to see Fantastic Four? I don't know. I haven't thought about that. I wonder if I'd have to get an extra ticket. Fire Spoon, heck yes, you. You know. This thing is gorgeous. Star, that line in Jurassic Park, I think we're out of a job. You mean extinct. Was put in after Phil said that when seeing CGI for the first time when he was supposed to do the dinos in stop motion. Oh, I didn't know that. That seems right. The beach chair and something else too. Has beach chair and something else too. Yep, I'll go find that picture again. I had it up for just a second. If it doesn't include the chair, it should, so I will source / make it. Yes, somebody needs to do that if it's not included. Let me see here if it says. Let's see, special convention and pricing. Uh-oh. That means $44.99 is the convention price, which does probably mean that he'll be available later at a higher price for those of us who aren't making the convention. Soft goods shorts. Okay. Early bird pre-order includes convention pricing. Okay, well, that's the same thing. So surfboard, beach towel, alternate portraits, alternate hands, beach ball. Let's see. Oh, it doesn't show. Let's see here. There's a Big Bad Toy Store anytime. Place your pre-order. We will blah, 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 blah. Man, I do not see anywhere where it says the chair's included. They gotta have that chair included. And this thing he's holding is probably for the sun. Like it's probably just a mirrored piece. So he can do that trying to tan his face. Who else needs the tick? He is on pre-order. Like as soon as he went on pre-order, the original one, the main one, I pre-ordered that thing like right then. Like this will be mine. I need the Spoon Man. And it even matches his battle cry. Yup. What is going on, Nolan? Good to see you tonight, man. Appreciate you stopping in. All photos of JadaCon exclusives, maybe say Cyberpunk Edge Runners or any photos. I haven't seen any yet, but I think we've seen a few of them. Looks like a fine base body for an animated Venom. You do not dare besmirch the tick with some plebe named Venom. Okay, I think Venom's really rad too, but it's the tick. There's always going to be another Venom. All right, let's see here. I want to see, now that you said that, Star, Let me see. I want to try and find. I know that those pictures have been out there. They've been floating around. So here I am just aimlessly scrolling while I yawn. I hate when that happens. I love that as I'm going through this. Oh, wait, I'm on Toypixx's page. I'm like, wow, it all seems very similar. Hang on, let me head back to home. And I'm sure the one person that always has this stuff up is Preternia. So we'll look him up because I don't think I shared these images. That's probably going to take me a minute. Here's that sound wave you were talking about, Clank. The Lego sound wave, everybody. It does look rad. I mean, I'm not into the Lego Transformers, but I do think that looks pretty cool. And there you go. You do have Laserbeak, you do have Ravage, and you even have Soundwave as a mini cassette player. Awesome. Okay. Turn your heads. Don't look. Don't look. What is this? Wait a sec. Cobra Commander Reaper. Hang on. What have we? Hasbro should. Oh, gotcha. Should try to get the Overwatch license. Never mind. Okay. Turn your heads, guys. Turn your heads. This is getting fast now. You don't want your brains blowing up because the motion is moving so quickly. I am having trouble with words. Preternia put stuff up at an insane pace, so it might take me a while, Star, but I'm sure they're in here. He's got to have them in here. The pictures did go up for Jada's stuff, for their Street Fighters specifically, and also the Metal Men or whatever those little guys are called for the Mega Man line. Those went up as well, as far as images are concerned. So, here we go. In fact, okay. Here are the official product shots of Jada Toys Mega Man Neo Metal 6-pack. And I think we saw this last live stream, actually. So I know it's not Cyberpunk, but here is a Jada exclusive. I will be ordering that because I'm sick like that. And I apologize. I know I'm not stopping for everything. Now we've got the M. Bison exclusive, the man in green and orange. And I love these bodies. That is so cool. So yeah, there's what we've got here, and I'm sure we'll be able to order it later as well. And then there's also the Dalsim. My assumption would be that he would have put it up, but I don't know. Because M. Bison, I believe, was announced before Dalsim was. Oh no, and now it's stopping. It's not letting me scroll anymore. Well, that's what I got for you, Star. Let's see. The movie Constructicon Scavenger. Sorry, I'm all over the place. I'm like a squirrel. Spaded One. I can't even buy a regular Tick figure. Why are they selling me an exclusive? What? No, come on now. BBTS still has the Tick up there. Hang on. That's right. I'm shutting this down. You're going to see. And I'm going to log out even. Yeah, check that out. Take that. I don't know why I'm saying take that for me logging out. He's here, my friend. He is here, Spaded One. You can still order the Spoon Man himself. That's what I'm talking about. That's the one that I put up for pre-order, or that they put up for pre-order, and I pre-ordered because he is super keen. He is keen. He is necessary for life. The Tick is life, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure you're aware, but if you're not, you know now. Spaded, isn't the regular version of this Tick not due for more than another year? Why are they doing con exclusives already? That's fair. That's fair. I don't know. Hang on. Let me go look at when it is supposed to come out. Third quarter 20. Yeah, pretty much a year. So I don't know. They're doing it because they can. Because they know that in the long box stuff, the most popular thing they've got is the Tick. Turn your heads. Don't look. Oh, wait. Look at that. I know. I'm all over the place. My bad, Star. Clank, luckily for me, the only con exclusive I'm interested in is the classified Cold Slither set. You know, that looks like so much fun. And normally, like, I'm not a guy that's going to go in on that. I'm just not. But I have to be honest. Those people, like Lenny and that team, they're having such a blast with the classified line. I'm kind of jealous. Tears are forming. I need chili. Oh, Spoon. Maybe the Jada Edge runners are so awesome this year that we don't need photos. Yeah, that's it. That's why. They're just not exclusives yet, Star. They haven't really pumped up the line yet. Once the line really gets going, then they'll start thinking, hey, time for exclusives. Also, Gatorade is Thursday for that deep down body thirst. Ah! And I do indeed have that deep down body thirst. So is there anything anybody wants to check out real quick that we haven't talked about anytime recently? What do you want to see? What do you want to know? What do we want to check out? Do you have any questions about the photos that I've been putting up? Any of that stuff? Anybody want to know about just general photo stuff? Let's chat about it. And if you got nothing, well, we're probably going to call it pretty soon. So let me know, what do we got? What do we got? Because I think we've already done, I mean, we pretty much exhausted the idea of what the toy photos are. And like I was hoping, and like I'm very stoked to see, people are like, dude, toy photos are photos of toys. And you can do whatever you want to make them look cool. That's what I think it should be. So I'm pretty happy about that. I'm stoked that everybody is in that boat with me. At least the ones that are commenting. There might be a few people that have been listening saying, no. And to those people, I say, your pictures are still rad, so don't worry about it. Do what you do. All right, ladies and gents, I think we're closing in on pretty much fiend for the evening. This was a short one, but like I said, we had things answered. Let's see, as long as the toy is the focus, do what you want. Who cares? That's exactly where I'm at, Clank. I think that's absolutely where we're all at with this whole thing. And I couldn't be happier that we are. I'm stoked about it. But that's it, folks. I think that's pretty much where we're at. Let's see, is 2 lines enough? Jada Edge Runners and SHF Star Wars. Star, I am the wrong person to ask. I'm looking behind me right now. And I've got my G1 Transformers as well as my Primes right now. In fact, hold on. They keep saying that I can use my phone as kind of a second camera. So I wonder, let me see if I can figure out how to do that on here real quick. Let's see, invite, present, settings. Oh, apparently I can shop on shop.com from here too. Let's see, what is this? Present or invite. I wonder if that would be a second phone. Hang on. Let me try this real quick. And we'll see if we can get the whole collection in here, maybe. See what we can do. But yeah, genuinely, you don't want this. You don't want me answering extra camera. I wonder, though, I'm not logged in. Shoot. Never mind, guys. I will learn how to do this. But yeah, looking behind me, we've got Transformers, G1 and the Primes. We've got G.I. Joe. We've got NECA Mirage. We've got tons of Independence. We've got the Mofex, the Jada. Yeah, I'm the wrong person to ask, Star. Legend Series is running contest. Touch grass action figure photos. What? Legend Series is running contests. I got nothing. Linking my credit card bills. 2 lines are far more than enough. That was a good question though. Really. Yeah. If you're talking completing, like being a completionist, I would say don't go more than 2 lines. But if you're kind of dabbling, then yeah, you can go a bunch. I mean, I'm not completing any of these yet. Gulp. But who knows? Okay, ladies and gents, that's what we've got this fine evening. Thank you very much for answering the question. when our photos no longer photos, and we're pretty much there until we're animating them, I think. So thanks a ton for stopping by. Massively appreciate it. Do it, Star. Do it. I mean, you guys know the drill. You could have done anything this fine evening, and you chose to hang out here with all of us, and we very much appreciate it. So until next time, have fun and happy snapping. See ya. And thanks again, gang. Always a pleasure.